Ever dream of quitting your job and retiring years before everyone else? Today, we're breaking down the step-by-step guide to FIRE, financial independence, retire early, a growing movement that's helping people ditch the 9-to-5 and take control of their time and money. Before we dive into the blueprint for early retirement, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our smartest money tips and lifestyle strategies. FIRE isn't just a dream, it's a plan. With the right mindset, discipline, and strategy, you can build wealth, live below your means, and retire decades ahead of schedule. In this video, we'll walk you through the exact steps to get there. Let's jump in. What FIRE really means. FIRE isn't just about quitting your job to sit on a beach. It's about having enough money that working becomes a choice, not a must. Financial independence means your investments can cover your living costs without you needing a paycheck. The retire early part doesn't mean doing nothing. It means having the freedom to spend your time how you want, whether that's traveling, starting a business, or focusing on hobbies. There are different types of FIRE too. Lean FIRE means living very simply on less money. Fat FIRE means having more to spend. BaristaFIRE means working part-time for benefits while your investments grow. The right approach depends on what kind of life you want. The core idea is the same, building enough wealth to break free from needing a full-time job. Calculate your FIRE number. Your FIRE number is how much money you need to retire early. The simple way to find this is to multiply your yearly expenses by 25. This is based on the 4% rule, which says you can likely withdraw 4% of your investments each year without running out of money. For example, if you spend $40,000 a year, your FIRE number would be $1 million, $40,000 hex 25. If you spend $60,000 a year, you need $1.5 million. This means your target depends more on your spending than your income. The first step is tracking what you spend now. Use an app or spreadsheet to record everything for a few months. Then think about what might change when you retire early. Maybe you'll spend less on commuting, but more on hobbies. Be honest with yourself. Underestimating expenses is a common mistake. Once you have your yearly cost, multiply by 25 to get your target. Slash your expenses. The math of FIRE is simple. The gap between what you earn and what you spend determines how quickly you can retire. The bigger the gap, the faster you reach your goal. Most people focus only on making more money, but cutting expenses is often easier and has a double benefit. You need less to live on, which lowers your FIRE number. Start with housing, as it's typically the biggest expense. Could you live in a smaller place or a cheaper area? Next, look at transportation. Cars are money pits. Between payments, insurance, gas, and repairs, they can eat up thousands. Consider if you can go down to one car or use public transport. Food is another big one. Cooking at home instead of eating out can save hundreds each month. For other expenses, try the 30-day rule. When tempted to buy something non-essential, wait 30 days. If you still want it then, go ahead. Often, you'll find the urge passes. The goal isn't extreme frugality that makes you miserable, but mindful spending on what truly matters to you. Boost your income. While reducing expenses is a smart way to save money, there's only so much you can cut. At some point, you hit a floor. You still need to eat, live somewhere, and enjoy life. But increasing your income has no limit. That's why focusing on earning more can have a much greater impact over time, especially if you're working toward FIRE, financial independence, retire early. Start by making the most of your current job. Don't be afraid to ask for a raise, take on new responsibilities, or aim for a promotion. If growth opportunities are limited where you are, consider switching companies. In many industries, job hopping results in much bigger salary jumps than waiting years for small annual raises. You can also explore side hustles, whether it's freelancing, selling products online, tutoring, or monetizing a hobby. Even a few hundred extra dollars a month can make a huge difference, especially if invested wisely. That extra income compounds over time and moves you closer to financial freedom. However, the real secret is avoiding lifestyle inflation. When your income increases, you can't save your way to FIRE. You need your money working for you through investments. Most FIRE followers invest heavily in low-cost index funds, which buy pieces of hundreds or thousands of companies at once. This gives you diversification without the high fees of managed funds. A simple approach is to put most of your money in a total stock market index fund, with some in bonds for stability. As you get closer to your FIRE date, you might shift more to bonds to reduce risk. The exact mix depends on your risk tolerance and time frame. Retirement accounts like 400 and Onex and IRAs are crucial tools, especially those with tax benefits. Max these out before using regular investment accounts. Yes, retiring early means accessing money before traditional retirement age. But there are ways around this, like Roth IRA ladders or Rule 72 distributions. The most important factor isn't which specific investments you choose, but your savings rate and consistency. Even in market downturns, keep investing. Time in the market beats timing the market every time. Create multiple income streams. The strongest FIRE plans don't rely on just one source of income. Having money coming from different places makes your plan more secure. Beyond your job and investments, consider building passive income streams that will continue after you retire. Real estate is popular in the FIRE community. Rental properties can provide steady income for decades. If being a landlord doesn't appeal to you, consider REITs, real estate investment trusts, that let you invest in property without the hands-on work. Other options include dividend-paying stocks, creating digital products, or building an online business that can run with minimal input from you. Even small income streams add up and reduce the pressure on your investment portfolio. Prepare for the emotional side. Most FIRE discussions focus on the numbers, but the emotional aspect is just as important. Many early retirees face identity crises when they leave careers that define them for years. Others struggle with the lack of structure or social connections that weren't provided. Before retiring, think about how you'll spend your days. What will give you purpose? How will you stay connected to others? Consider trying a mini retirement. Take a month off if possible to see how it feels not working. This can reveal gaps in your post-FIRE plan. Remember that FIRE isn't an all-or-nothing goal. Many people find a middle path, working part-time or doing meaningful work they enjoy, even if it pays less. The true goal isn't quitting work. It's having the freedom to design your ideal life. The path to FIRE isn't complicated, but it does require patience and consistency. Start by finding your FIRE number. Then work on widening the gap between income and expenses. Invest the difference wisely and build multiple income streams for security. The journey itself can be rewarding, teaching you what truly matters and bringing financial skills that benefit you regardless of when you retire. Even if full FIRE seems far off, applying these principles can give you more freedom and options along the way. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thanks for watching.